This is my review of Bleach, episode 14. So, this was off to a horrible start, but it got better toward the end. Immediately, they skipped the gag argument between Kohon, Rukia, and Ichigo. Which means that we've skipped like half of the fucking chapter already. Uryu shoots an arrow. Ichigo sees the arrow. It's not coming toward him. We see the hollow, like, come into view. Ichigo turns, gets in front of the arrow, looks at the hollow, then spins around, cuts the arrow, and then he kills the hollow. So he's like a dickhead, because he just got in the way to steal the kill from Uryu. I wrote down, no wonder people hate Bleach with this lifeless shit. It's just like this edgy fucking trying too hard to make Ichigo look like a badass. It's so lifeless and shit. It's no wonder people hated this and didn't think Bleach was good. Then we have the shot of the hollows in the sky, and it looks really shit compared to the manga. They're not like in the screen, like directed toward the hole. They're just kind of there around it. You can't really get into their designs like you could. We got it from a few different angles, and the camera was kind of moving, but it was just lifeless and just. It happens a lot with manga anime, but fuck you, anime. Because it was such a good spread. There's a pretty cool scene where Uryu fires his arrow when he runs up towards the hollows. He fires a single arrow and it breaks apart and it like kills multiple arrows or multiple hollows. But we were less than 5 minutes in. I think I was 3 minutes and 41 seconds when we were at the explanation of the Quincy genocide. So we were already fucking through a whole chapter within 3 minutes and 41 seconds. That is terrible. This is like the Grant Fisher stuff. It's just awful, awful, awful. The anime staff uses an hourglass metaphor for the whole like universes and balance and the souls and stuff. That works, I guess, for now, but it doesn't work later with the context of Wakamundo and Hell. So yeah. We see Ichigo standing on the Mount of Dead Hollows, just like in the manga, but it doesn't really work in the anime because the hollows always instantly dissolve when they're dead, so it's just weird here. We got the sad music for the flashback of Uryu's master. It's kind of goofy, though, because the hollows are just standing around watching them as they talk for a while before they start attacking. They completely skip the scene where Ichigo saves Uryu and then Uryu saves him, and instead they just kind of start fighting together against the hollows. But they added a little scene where Uryu shoots one hollow and then he like is at an angle and he shoots another one, so that was kind of cool, I guess. I don't think it's as cool, but it's fine. And then they added a lot more fighting, which I appreciate because I'm here for the fighting. There's kind of a lazy scene where like there's just a bunch of slashes going through hollows and Ichigo's just doing a pose. But then they have a scene where Uryu shoots a fuck ton of hollows, and that was pretty cool. So I appreciate they were adding in more fights. There was a cool scene where Ichigo's running past Uryu, and Uryu fires as running past. There's just a lot of fighting here, and this is what they should be doing. They should be adding fights and stuff into this, not skipping anything. They shouldn't be cutting anything out. They should just be adding stuff in. And adding in hollow fights is fine. I mean, that's what I'm here for. That's what a lot of people are here for, is the fighting. Fucking no one should be going to the goddamn fight fucking anime to fucking watch anything else. Like, yeah, I'm saying they shouldn't cut out Kubo's comedy stuff, but that's the source material. They shouldn't cut anything out from source material. But I'm saying they should be adding, because most people are going to be drawn for the fights, add in more fights. Or just add stuff in general, but don't cut shit out. That's... I get why they do it, because they don't want, like, the disconnect of, like, here's a really suspenseful scene, and here's comedy, but it's in the source material. It shouldn't be cut out. They don't have time for that, because then they're going to run into filler, which is what they end up doing later. Of course, the minnow shows up. It looks fine. When Ichigo runs up to cut it, it kind of looked shitty, and then its kick of Ichigo looked really shitty. And the manga, it's like he got kicked a fucking mile, but here he just got kicked, like, lightly and just kind of rolls to Uryu, who's right there. It looked like shit. Uryu actually shoots it in the face, and it just kind of scratches it. Chad and Orihime are on a bridge at a distance. I don't know why they made that change, I guess. So it looks like Kisuke put them out of harm's way, but he had faith Ichigo could beat the minnow, so why would it matter? I don't know why they made that change. But then here we go. They do the fucking Zero, and the Zero looks fucking beautiful. It's like this red point, and there's like a holographic fucking red orb around it. And the whole area turns red, and there's smoke going everywhere. It looks fucking amazing. Fucking immaculate. This is where the anime really shines. It seems like this. Of course, Ichigo runs up to it, and then the Zero disappears, and the fucking Minos opens his mouth, and bam, it blasts it out, and Ichigo's blocking it. And he's sitting there struggling with it, and the voice actor's screaming, and he's doing his constipation scream, but hey, it's alright. You know, not everyone can do fight screams very well. And he's sitting there holding it, you know, and he's shaking, and the fucking screen's red, and shit's going everywhere, and it's crazy. It just looked like a fucking... It went from a simple clash in the manga where, you know, Ichigo struggles for a second and then turns it back, to just being this climactic event, this massive fucking struggle of Ichigo to fucking charge his power and fucking divert the thing and turn it back on the fucking Minos. It just looked fucking amazing. And then the Minos leaves, and then they have a scene where Ichigo falls to the ground and his sword starts freaking out. And that scene looked really cool too, that everything turns orange and you get the real sense of his fucking power going crazy. Uryu runs over and steps on the sword, starts firing off his arrows, and that looked really cool because you see him shooting multiple arrows off and there's bleeding and shit. The music and everything just was fucking great. This was just phenomenal. Phenomenal. And we get the reveal that Uryu Sensei was his grandfather. I don't know if that was in the manga or not. I didn't note it. I accidentally said it in a review, but I didn't make note if he did reveal that. But yeah, his master was his grandfather. And then we got a new ending in this episode. Again, the opening's great. Still bothering me that for years I didn't realize it was Tatsuki and Orihime shooting the graffiti. I thought it was Yuzu and Kori. But this new ending's great. It's just kind of, I don't want to say jazzy, but it's, you know, it's a fast-paced kind of a song. It's fun to listen to, as opposed to the other one, which is just weird Aretha Franklin type of a song that doesn't fit Bleach. And it's weird to hear a person sing in English and then they turn to Japanese halfway. I don't like that song at all. And I'm off and on with Ichigo's theme, the fucking get some satisfaction thing. I don't know what it's called, but or if you need some action, something about satisfaction. Like there are times when I can get into it, and then there's other times where I just don't feel it. I just feel it's at odds with all the other fucking synth music in the series. But yeah. This was episode. Like, I'd say read the first fucking 3 manga chapters and then like turn on this last half of the episode just for the fucking Minos fight, because man was it done better here. Um, but yeah, uh, it's starting to turn it around. I don't know. I really hope in the Soul Society arc that the anime is a lot like closer to the source material and actually expands upon it. But this is an older anime, so I'm not gonna hold my breath on